Welcome to today's class. So in today's class, we're going to be using the soft ball and potentially a pillow. So maybe take hold of a pillow in case we need it. We're going to get ourselves nice and grounded. So off we go. I'm going to transfer our weight to one side, raise the heel, lift the leg, and we're going to circle around into the ankle whilst we're balancing nicely, hopefully, on one leg. And then we place the foot down, nice and evenly balanced. We transfer the weight over, raise the heel, lift the leg, and then transfer the weight into that leg as we're circling around into the foot. That's it. And then we place the foot down, nice and evenly balanced. We're going to pick up the toes, place the toes back down, and then wiggle into the toes. That's it. And then we're going to lift up the toes, place the toes back down, soften into the knees, and we start to circle into our hands, our wrists, and our arms. Lovely big deep breaths. That's it. And then we're going to relax the arms by our side, soften into the legs, closing the eyes, and just take a moment to completely relax there. Observing how you feel in your body. Just noticing, do you feel in alignment? Do you maybe have a tendency to lean more into one side than the other side? Just be aware and observe. Bring yourself into as much alignment as possible. Nice and balanced. And then just notice if there's any areas of stiffness or tightness, and just breathing into those areas. And deep breaths. That's it. Last big deep breath. And really blow the air away. That's it. And then we're going to draw up through the legs. Scoop up through the pelvic floor. Lengthen from the back of the neck, top of your head. Notice if the weight transfers back a little into your heels. Keeping your chin parallel to the floor. Okay, we're going to go into our balance work. We transfer the weight to one side. Back through the center and to the other side. And back through the center and again to one side. Center and other side. And center. Lifting up nice until we take the weight forwards into the toes. And back through the center and leaning back into the heels. And back through the center, just this gentle, subtle swaying. And then back through the center, nice and evenly balanced. We soften into the knees, lengthening from the back of the neck, the top of the head. We place our right hand onto our stomach, the left hand onto our heart. We take a deep breath in and blowing the air away. Deep breath in and exhale. And the idea is that we feel our stomach rising and expanding. So as we take that deep breath in, the stomach expands out. On the exhale, it's almost like, think of a balloon deflating. The shoulders remain nice and relaxed. And we relax the arms down by our side, picking up the toes, place the toes back down, soften the knees, and then opening up the eyes. Brilliant, everyone. Okay, shoulder rolls. We lift one shoulder up, breath in. Exhale, we relax the shoulder down the back. Same thing on the other side. Lovely big deep breath. So on the exhale, we're relaxing the shoulder down the back, and we're bringing the shoulder blade into a point down the back. And this is great for posture, releasing tension from the shoulders. And now we're going to add in the arm. We bring the arm up, over and behind. And then last one. That's it. And then we swing into the arms. That's it. Brilliant, everyone. Really good. Okay, exaggerated footsteps. So hands onto the waist. We transfer the weight. And then we roll through the foot to a high heel position and bringing the foot, placing it back down where we got it from. Lifting up nice and tall. That's it. And then placing the foot down. Okay, we're going to take hold of the ball now. And we're going to hold the ball looking straight ahead. We take a step forwards and step back. So weight transfer. Step forward and step back. Shoulders relaxed. Just getting into that flow like a wave. The next one is a lunge. A lunge doesn't necessarily suit everyone, so if you feel that your balance isn't great or you're worried about your knees or something like that, miss the lunge out and just repeat what we just did. Okay, we take a step forwards, bend both the legs, and then stepping back. And then last one. That's it. And we take a step forwards. We're going to reverse. So we take a step back, picking up the foot, place the foot down and step together. So we step back, we raise, place back down and step together. So we're pulling the stomach in as we're pushing our way into the supporting leg. Great for our balance and our coordination. Great for strengthening our ankles, our knees, our hips, really supporting the pelvis. And then last one. That's it. And then placing the ball down. Okay, we're going to go into a roll down. So lifting up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed down the back, chin down. And taking your time, one vertebra at a time as you roll down. And when we're in the roll down, just pausing there, bringing the hands to the back of the head, smoothing the hands from the back of the head, the side of the head. And then we just drop and flop the arms down. And then top from the tailbone, stomach held in, as you slowly restack the spine all the way back up. Arms over your head, lovely big clap. And then hands to the side of the legs, we start the roll down again. Always just try to make sure it's one vertebra at a time. That's it, relaxing there, just nodding the head a little bit in the roll down. Moving into the shoulders. And then stomach held in, we slowly restack the spine all the way back up, arms over the head, lovely big clap, arms by a side, and next roll down we keep the legs completely straight. So we roll down, we hold onto our ankles or our shins, and deep breaths. Just bringing the weight forwards into the toes rather than back into the heels. And then we're going to bend the legs, tuck from the tailbone, slowly restack the spine back up. But instead of bringing the arms over the head, what we do is we restack the spine all the way back up. We then bend the legs. We go into the squatted one and we hold and deep breaths. For a static exercise, arms straight, keep the weight back into your heels, but your toes connected. A lovely alignment from your ankles and your knees. And then we straighten the legs, arms by our side. Perfect, everyone. Okay, we're going to come to being onto our hands and our knees now. So just want to get ourselves really nice and comfy. And we're going to do the exercise knees wide, pelvis in neutral, head in line with the spine. We move backwards and forwards. So the pelvis is in neutral, head in line with the spine. Feel that lovely activation as you move forwards. Rather than rounding up in the back, we keep this length, and this is great for our posture. Great for stretching out into the spine. And on the next one, we fold all the way back into prayer stretch and resting the head down. And back onto the hands and knees. We're going to spin ourselves around. We're going to take the ball and we're going to go into some pelvic rocks and pelvic stability. So off we go. So we pop the ball to one side and we come to lying down onto the mat so we get ourselves really nice and comfy and relaxed. A few deep breaths. That's it. We take a deep breath in and exhale, tilt. We lift all the way up into full shoulder bridge. And popping the ball directly underneath the pelvis, lowering the pelvis down onto the ball. And then popping our hands onto the top of the hips. We're going to go straight into our circle through the pelvis. Deep breath. And reversing back. And then bring the pelvis to neutral. Okay, we're going to bring the arms, cross them over the body because we don't want to use our arms for balance. Keeping your left leg completely still, the right knee floats out to the side, breath in, and exhale back through the centre and pause. Keeping the right leg still, left knee floats out to the side, breath in, and exhale back through the centre and pause. So the key with this one is to keep the pelvis really level. I love these exercises. So they're often very much overlooked, but think of them as when you're building a house, you need a strong foundation. This is the strong foundation. So we keep the pelvis as steady as possible. It is not about how big a movement you create through your hip. If your pelvis topples, you won't have the stability and you won't then be building the core strength. And then back through the centre and pause. Okay, fingertips within the pelvic area, do a little tap, wake the muscles up into our foot floats. Deep breath in to prepare, exhale foot float, and placing back down, breath in, and exhale foot float. So the leg is really heavy as you go to lift, it's not like springy at all. And you can feel the connection from in the pelvic area. And if not, just you can tap to send the connection from your brain to your body. These are the muscles we want to work. Okay, let's add the two together, make it a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing, shoulders relaxed. Connecting into the left leg, right knee floats out to the side, breath in. And exhale back through the centre and pause. We take a deep breath in, exhale, tiny foot float and place back down. Right leg still, left knee floats out to the side, breath in, exhale back through the centre and pause, breath in and exhale, tiny foot float. and place back down. So just alternating sides. Now you might want to stick with this level, especially if you're new to Pilates or you really want to focus on strengthening your lower back and the stability aspect of it. But if you are really familiar with this exercise, you can go into the next level, intermediate to advanced. So from here we take a breath in, exhale, raise one leg to tabletop, other leg to tabletop, and into our toe dips. Keeping the pelvis in neutral and stomach held in, shoulders nice and relaxed. Okay, next one, we're going to hold the left leg still. We're going to straighten out the right leg and back to tabletop. Left leg and tabletop. So either pointing through the toe or pushing through the heel. The pelvis wants to remain completely level. No arching in the lower back at all. If you feel your lower back is about to arch, the exercise is too challenging, you want to hug the knees in and start on the lower level. Okay, from here we're going to take a breath in. We're going to go into advanced now. We're going to straighten both the legs and tabletop. Straighten both the legs and tabletop. And then last one. And we hug the knees in and relax in there. We place the feet down. Taking a breath in, exhale, tilt, we lift all the way up into full shoulder bridge, taking the ball away, slowly rolling back down. We take the ball, place it between the knees and place the feet down. Having the feet together, arms relaxed by our side, pelvis in a neutral position, we take a breath in and exhale, we squish on the ball and release. Squish and release. So whilst we're doing this, think about eyes maybe even closed, shoulders relaxed, relaxed around the jaw, the forehead. First few is relatively easy, but as the muscles start to get a bit tired, your body will look for another way to create the tension. So we'll start to move maybe to the shoulders. You might even notice the lower back goes to tense. Try and just keep the pelvis in that neutral position with the lower back feeling really nice and relaxed. Deep breaths the whole time. That's it. And then on the next one, we're just going to hug the knees in, take the ball away, pop the feet down, and then just pop the ball to one side. We'll come to lying onto our side. Just take your time as you slowly come to sitting up. Then we take the ball, we pop the ball onto the mat. This is the one that's really great for releasing from the thoracic spine. So we lower back onto the forearms and we keep the ball with our hands. If not, you can roll back, but sometimes the ball goes to move, so I kind of try to hold it, and then we roll back over the ball and we feel this really lovely release. The position of the chin wants to be up like this, not back like that. So sometimes when people have quite a rounded back, they will really struggle with this exercise because obviously it's really stretching that whole area out. So you might need a pillow under your head. If you feel your head is like really back, definitely pop a pillow under your head. And we just literally relax there. So the chin is up, you feel the length in the back of your neck. With your feet, you don't want to sort of be too like in with your feet, so just allow the feet to walk down the mat. Deep breaths. And you might want to stay like this. Feel the connection from the back of the pelvis, by the way. Don't let the ball like twist to one side. If it feels too much, come off the ball. You can always actually do this also with a pillow or a cushion if the ball feels too much. And the next one, we're going to go into some stomach crunch exercises. It is challenging when the ball is in this position, so only do this if you feel you're at this level. If not, just miss it out. We'll do a different exercise. Okay, we're going to bring the hands behind the head cradling the head, so fingers interlaced. We take a breath in and exhale as we curl up into the crunch. So we're supporting the full weight of the head with the hands. Now we want to create a bit more space to crunch again. So to do that, we just lower a fraction back over the ball, but support the head. Don't let the head drop back at all. And then we crunch again. So we take a little breath in as we go half the way back and crunch. But notice I don't go all the way back like this. I don't put any strain in my neck at all. It's just creating this tiny little crunch. You might feel your stomach muscles trembling as you do this. Whatever you do, don't tilt the pelvis in. Keep the pelvis in neutral and really support the full weight of the head. You don't want to feel this in your neck at all, and you shouldn't do if you're cradling your head correctly. Okay, on the next one, you're going to crunch and hold, and we're just going to do a few little foot floats. Really great for strengthening our stomach muscles. That's it, last one, and placing down. Okay, we're going to come off the ball, and the way to do that, we take a breath in, exhale, lift the bottom up and bring the bottom towards the heels. The ball has kind of crept up towards the neck, maybe your t-shirt with it as well, and then we walk the feet forwards again, and we do the same thing again. We lift up and lower, and then we quickly take the ball away, and we rest back down with the ball to one side, and just have a little bit of a rest there. We take a breath in, exhale, we lift the head up, pop the ball underneath the head. We lower the head down onto the ball with the head completely relaxed and the neck completely relaxed on the ball. Left arm over the head as we look to the right, and relax the arm by our side, looking up to the ceiling. Same thing on the other side. So the head should feel really nice and comfy on the ball. And then we can just turn the head, so we're not trying to lift the head or anything like that. We keep the head really weighted and comfy on the ball as we turn the head, and the arm remains straight. This is really great for our neck, our shoulders. This is good for our posture as well. That's it, last one. And back through the center. Keeping your head on the ball, we're going to hug the knees in, interlace the fingers, bring them around your right knee as you straighten out your left leg, and swap. And swap. So you want the leg to be completely straight, either pointing through the toe or pushing through the heel as you bring the knee all the way in. Deep breaths. Once again, keep the head nice and relaxed on the ball. That's it, and then last one, hugging the knees in and place the feet down. We take a breath in, exhale, lift the head, take the ball away. That's it, pop the ball straight to one side, and arms by side, we just turn our head from one side, back through the center to the other, and back through the center. We come to line on our side, push ourselves to sitting up. Take your time. That's it. And we're just going to loosely cross the legs, and so you don't need to like really tuck them in or anything, and then focus on the length in the spine. So connecting from your sit bones, your tailbone, closing the eyes, maybe just bringing your weight back through the tailbone, anchoring the tailbone down into the mat, or visualizing yourself in that beautiful location, anchoring down into the earth of that beautiful location, lengthening from the back of the neck, making sure your chin is parallel to the floor, not tilted up and back, lengthening from the top of the head. Feel the activation in your stomach muscles, and then opening the eyes. So we're going to do our lift and twist. We're going to bring opposite hand to opposite knee, lift and twist. Deep breaths. That's it, and then back through the center and lift and twist. And then back through the center. Brilliant. Everyone, going to straighten out the legs. Opposite wrist to opposite knee and lift and twist. Now sit back through the center and we bend the opposite leg, opposite wrist to knee, lift and twist. Now sit back through the center, hands behind, legs straight, and we're going to shake out the legs. That's it, brilliant everyone, really, really good. Okay, we're just going to cross the legs again, pop our hands to the side, closing the eyes. And once again, take yourself to a happy place, visualize that beautiful location and popping the fingertips into the earth of that beautiful location, sensing the colours, the smells, the sounds, really building up this beautiful visualization. And then we bring the arms up over the head, palms together, and bringing the energy in. And well done everyone, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and thank you for joining me.